All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you for the five by five already, Dan Phillips. Appreciate it. All right, so guys, thank you for joining me tonight, and thank you for the five by five and the five by and ads. Oops. Thank you, South Florida. Thank you, Cramsey. Thank you, Steel City, Joe W, Henry, 4x9, Jeep Girl, Dobie, Calm for the Storm, Calm Before the Storm, Kevin Grip, Sarita, WTC. Did I miss anyone? Landfill. Again, thank you. Already got you. Yeah. Paul F. Sorry. Paul F. LaCorsha. Chalet. Sorry. Office Girl. Pretty Prepper. Teddy Roosevelt. Wolfang. Thank you for the 5x5. 2x4 and jumping in the shower. I'll be back. Thank you, Northern Girl, for that. Thank you, Craig F. All right, guys. So tonight's live stream, I might be cutting this one short tonight. Uh, Oshnik Prepper, thank you for the 5x5. You are 10-2 solid copy. Thank you, Stag, for that one. Um, yeah, I might be cutting it short tonight because I'm going to Arizona tomorrow morning. It was a truly last minute trip. Um, Guess dealing with all the bullshit that I'm dealing with at home, well, not at home, but here in New York, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking go to Arizona. So anyway, my flight leaves at 6 in the morning. That means I have to be out of here by like 4 in the morning. So, or I might pull an hour here and 20 minutes on the Angry Truth. I'm pretty much packed. I just got to pack all this shit up, computer and stuff. So, so yeah, that's what it's gonna look like today. So, I didn't mention it Wednesday, no Tuesday, because I wasn't sure yet. And then I said, you know what, fuck it. I pulled the trigger and I'm going. Ghost, I'm going to Sedona. Teddy Roosevelt, nothing. Relax. Get the fuck away from the city and uh, annoying people. So hopefully I can reset out there. The walk I did the other day in Sundown Wild Forest. By the way, I'm releasing sort of a fun video with the walk I did in Sundown Wild Forest. Some of you might have seen my short or my what you call it on IG and or YouTube, but maybe I didn't put it on YouTube yet. Maybe I will after this. But anyway, I have a video coming out on that probably tomorrow, and then I got a bunch of videos coming out next week. I won't have a live stream next. I don't think I'm gonna have one next Tuesday. I'm not sure yet. If I do have one next Tuesday, it'll probably be in the car driving to Jersey from the airport. So we shall see. Valerie, yeah, Sedona is supposedly 80 degrees or 86 degrees. I mean, hell, that's better than 100 degrees in New York. Anything's better than 100 degrees. Anything is better than New York at this point. I'll take fucking Siberia right now if I had to. But yeah, it's just to relax, man. Sedona is a place you go to relax and I would say reconnect. There's a lot of like I don't want to say spiritual, but I'd rather say energy connecting kind of shit there. I've done it a couple times it's real. So hopefully I can make the trek to Utah's Zion National Park and try to climb Angel's Landing without fucking falling off. So that's the idea. Like Moses, you're going to the desert. It's not real desert in Sedona. I mean, there's desert out there, but where I am, it's starting with the fireworks tonight. Tonight was the first night I heard it, and somebody's on the roof, Roman candles. That's pretty cool. My dog will be flipping out right now. 99 in Quartzsite, Arizona. 93 felt like 103. Listen, again, better than New York City. I will deal with that fucking heat all day. I don't care. Just want to get the fuck out of here. Yes, I'm going to Arizona to look at oceanfront property from when the what you call it finally rises. So today, by the way, I saw 4 Blackhawks flying north up the Hudson River, and then the Osprey, right? I mean, I've seen that thing once or twice. That isn't an impressive vehicle, man. When you see it up in the air, I'm like, holy shit, that is pretty cool. That was also flying north up the Hudson River. That was about an hour behind the Blackhawks. Don't know what's going on. Don't know why. But whatever. I know that West Point is up north, and I forgot what military base is up there. So they are constantly flying up and down the Hudson River. But I've never seen an Osprey fly up and down the river. So dry heat is different than humid heat. Water Tiger, exactly. That's why I said I'll take that heat all day. You ever deal with New York City heat? Man, it's fucking bad. Your fucking nuts are sweating all day. You're in a bad fucking mood. Everybody's in a bad mood. Motherfuckers are shooting each other just because. Like it's a shitstorm out here, man. When it's fucking hot. And then to boot, you get brownouts, you get stuck elevators. You get a stuck elevator, you gotta walk up the stairs in that hot ass fucking stairways. No, thank you. You can keep that shit. Just wait till you see a B2 Spirit. What the hell's a B2 Spirit? Yeah, Paul F, right? New York NYC heat is miserable, man. And fucking stuck elevators. Elevator mechanic says elevators suck. Yeah, big time, man. Holy shit. It's just bad, man. Especially when like there's a brownout and all the elevators in the building are up. Oh, and every elevator happens to be at the top floor. Bad enough, at least in my company, my old company, the roofman had to go to the roof to shut the elevators down. That was a walk up all the time. Every now and again, not all the time. Every now and again, you had to walk up. We were more lucky than not to take the elevator up. But when you had to walk up, man, 20 something flights or 30 something flights, that was for the birds. And somebody said smog. By the way, here in New York City, that the fresh air fund is coming back down from Canada. So that should be fun, listening to people bitch, moan, and cry about this haze coming over the city. But yeah, man, whatever. Gary, is it Fort Drum or Fort Dumb? Is it Fort Drum that's up there? Is that the one that's right next to West Point? Because I know there's a military base right next to West Point. Matter of fact, when I used to go to Harriman State Park, I used to be able to. Oh, that fucking sucks. When I went to Harriman State Park, I used to be able to see it. Not see it, but you could see the helicopters coming up and down from the base. And if there was another park I used to go to, you would walk into the park, and there was these big signs that said, not big signs, but these signs in the tree that said, "Do not enter." Training facility, a military training facility, but there was no gate to fucking separate you from whatever might happen to you if you want them there. Kings Point, that's it. That sounds very familiar. Right. You would go on that hike and you would just like, it would say, "Do not enter." And I'm like, and I, of course, like the idiot I am, I'd see the sign and go, "Fuck this, let's go." And I'd walk a little bit of a ways in, and nothing was ever said. No one ever said anything. If there were military guys watching me, I guess they didn't say shit. I would walk in maybe a quarter mile in, nothing crazy, maybe less of that. But yeah, I just thought there would be like fencing and shit from civilians into the military, what you call it. But I don't know. I thought that was strange. Oh yeah, I saw the raise. I get part of that raise. Woohoo, whoop dee. I get part of that raise for. I get it for, I think 2021, November and December, some shit like that. So and it's not bad, and that boosts everything else up, right? So that's good. That's good for the pension. So we shall see. West Point is in New York, yes. Are you asking or are you telling? Because I know it's here because I've seen it. Been there a couple times. I've been there twice. I had a guy that got me into outdoors. He's a military vet. He's a Vietnam vet, actually, who got me into camping and shit. His son went to West Point, but his son was on the band, right? He was in the band. I was like, "Oh, does your son play football?" He goes, "No, he's in the band." I go, whatever. So, yeah. Time to get your spot. Lynn said Florida heat index is 111. Ouch. Yo, keep that shit. Seriously. Keep that all day. Matter of fact, just keep it to yourself. Because I don't like any of that fucking kind of heat. When I went camping in the heat once, I'll never fucking do it again. Actually, I did it twice. The last time I did it was a fucking nightmare. It was just hot. There was no breeze. You were like, it's supposed to be cooler out in the woods. Wasn't. I was like, fuck this, man. I'm never doing this shit again. Laura said, urinating in an elevator is no longer illegal in NYC. I don't know if that's true or not. Laura said it's someone asked that question, and then Laura Larson said it's not illegal. I wouldn't think it is just because they legalized everything. Listen, a guy just stabbed a kid or somebody the other day, and the judge let him out with no bail. So go figure that bullshit out. It's all garbage. It's all falling apart, man. Right? Where was it? Hold on, let me pull it up. Brooklyn subway stabber freed on no bail. So yeah, man, it's always going to be a fucking issue. It's always going to be a thing here. They are not allowed to do anything. I know Eric Adams keeps blaming Hochul, and Hochul refuses to change the laws. Hochul's a part of the problem. Hochul needs like a baseball bat to the back of her knees or some shit. I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck you would call it. But somebody who's actively watching crime happen in the city, not just here in New York, but upstate New York as well, you see all of this shit going on, you're like, I'm not going to change anything. Right? So it's a fucking strange thing to watch a city crumble, and you have politicians just going, fuck it. Oh, well. So, guys, today's topic, we're talking about a major economic pain. Now, as far as what kind of economic pain, unknown. But a Saudi prince from Saudi Arabia threatened the United States a few months ago. I found this out the other day, but this was a few months ago. He threatened the United States with major economic pain because of the cuts they made on the barrels that they were delivering to us or giving to us. Biden had a problem with it. So, of course, Biden, in his infinite wisdom, threatened consequences on Saudi Arabia. And Saudi Arabia was like, oh, yeah? And fucking, whatever. Made threats. So, Washington Post is reporting the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, threatened to fundamentally alter the decade-old U.S.-Saudi relationship and impose significant economic costs on the United States if it retaliates against the oil cuts. So, of course, Saudi Arabia is cutting our oil out of spite. They're saying, I forgot what their official reason was, but I think it's out of spite, and it's also because of Russia. Russia and the China deal that they're trying to make with them. That whole pack shit. So, we have that going on. Man, fuck. Anyway, just realized my fucking water was over there. And so anyway, after that, Biden vowed to impose consequences on Saudi Arabia for slashing oil production last year. Mohammed bin Salman privately threatened to sever ties and retaliate economically. This was in a classified U.S. intelligence document. This document, if I'm not mistaken, was leaked on what's the name of that app? I can't remember the fucking name of that the kids app that everybody uses now. Not a child app, but it's an app we use. Discord. It was leaked on the Discord, apparently. So, last fall, President Biden vowed to impose consequences, and that was last fall. The Saudi Arabian prince made the same threat last time as well, around the same time last year, but nothing has been done. Now, we're watching countries like Africa talk about dropping the U.S. dollar. Other countries are lining up to drop the U.S. dollar. France, and I did say this, right? France was stepping back from the United States. Now France is looking for an invitation with the BRIC Pact. So for the United States right now, it's seemingly all falling apart very, very slowly. Nonetheless, it's falling apart. Now, the Saudi Arabian government in public defends its actions politely via diplomatic statement, but in private, the Crown Prince through threats around about severing ties and costing the United States a lot of money, but not said how that was going to be done. Now, of course, guys, we're sitting here thinking to ourselves, how bad is it going to get economically here in the United States? Now, we're already faced with these interest rate hikes, which they denied or they didn't do a couple days ago. Or 2 days ago, they were supposed to raise it and they denied it. So that was good. This is France. Yeah, yes, France surrendered. France is. I don't listen. I would like to know what the BRIC Pack is telling people. Like, do they have a brochure that they're handing out and like, listen here, man, you want to join our camp because, and they're handing out brochures because how did France do? I mean, yo, that's a fucking 180. Like, I mean, listen, it's France. You know, it's the land of fucking surrendering and waving a white flag. But still, the fact that he made that statement a month ago about not having our backs anymore, and now he's looking for an invitation to the BRIC Pack. Now, for France to go into the BRIC Pack with those countries, they got to give up a lot. They have to. There's no way that Russia and China are going to welcome them with open arms without them giving up a substantial amount of something, whether that's a resource, freedom, whatever it is, money, gold. They have to give something up to get invited. There are a lot of countries, I might add, that are looking to get invited into the BRIC Pack. So keep that in the back of your head and type it in often enough which countries are joining. You'll see other countries looking to join as well. But again, to join the BRIC Pack, you have to offer something. They're not just taking anyone, right? There are a couple of African nations that are asking to join, and they've been actually a couple of African nations, if I'm not mistaken, they've been asking for a while. So we are going to be on our own, and we're probably going to get our asses handed to us if something pops off. If nothing pops off, we'll be fine. We'll hold our own. But with this administration in there, I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. You saw what happened at the White House with the transgender people. That was a straight embarrassment. Like, listen, the United States has been, the world has been laughing at the United States for the last, couple of years now. Even before Biden, we've been laughed at. The military's been laughed at. We got this military. Can someone explain the Southern cat lady what the BRIC Pack is? It's BRIC, BRIC. It's an acronym for, let me pull it up now and have it. So the BRIC Pack is an acronym for Republic of China, India, Russian Federation, and Brazil. So it's Brazil, Russia, India, China. That's what the BRIC Pack is. It's actually, BRIC is a grouping of countries. Developed countries, I didn't know that Brazil was that, or developing countries are Brazil, Russia, India, and China, which are identified as a rising economic power. This is what this country is. Iran and or Iraq are looking to join. France states that they're looking to join. Macron, anyway, was asking to join it. A bunch of African nations are looking to join. There are Eastern European countries that are friends with Russia looking to join as well. So right now, the Brazil, Russian, India, China pack is the main focus, but there are other countries that are joining as well. But like I said, a bunch of countries are trying to jump on board and figure out what the fuck's going on. Argentina, thank you, Office Girl. Argentina is another one. South Africa, I think they joined them. I'm pretty sure South Africa did. I know I said on my live stream last time, but I wasn't completely sure. But I'm pretty sure South Africa joined. Sometimes I want to smash my computer into a million fucking pieces. So I'm trying to find the exact list of countries. Okay, so the exact list is, like you said, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa is S. I guess as they add more countries on, this acronym is going to get longer. I don't know. But yeah, South Africa's on it. Like I said, Iran and Iraq are looking to join as well. Argentina, like you said, is looking to join. Like I said, a bunch of countries are looking to join. But again, you got to bring something to the table. You can't just fucking, jump in on it without having Yeah, you can't jump in on this and be like, "Hey guys, what do we?" No, they don't want to fucking hear it. There was a longer list of actual groups, but yeah, whatever. So anyway, guys, the BRIC nation, if you will, they're probably going to look to take over the world economically, and once they establish themselves economically, they're going to. That nice one, Adriana. She said BRICS plus. But yeah, once they solve their economic problems, because the problem is right now, China's having an economic issues. So is India. India's having economic issues as well. South Africa's not. Brazil looks like they're doing okay. Russia supposedly is going to have an economic problem, but I don't know if that's fucking rumors, to dispel their bullshit with the war, or they're actually going to have economic problems. But China's going to suffer out of all of them. Most of them will anyway. Spain, Portugal, Argentina, spam pack. Yeah, probably so. So, guys, with that, there's definitely an issue developing here when you have Saudi Arabia talking about economic pain or conflicting economic pain on the United States. Now, I think, again, this is just my conspiracy theory, right? I think the BRIC Pact told Saudi Arabia to be easy and chill. Chill out with the threats, because again, that threat was last fall. Nothing actually happened. And Biden, again, 8 months later, has done nothing, hasn't imposed anything. So I think the BRIC Pact right now is telling Saudi Arabia be easy because they're going to light us up. I just don't know how they're going to do it with China suffering economically as well. So this should get interesting. Now, again, guys, if they inflict economic pain on the United States, like I said before, I will say it again, this is going to be nothing short of a nightmare. Now, economic pain imposed on us by other countries is going to take time to trickle down to us. It's not going to be a sudden thing like the Great Depression 2.0. Great Depression 2.0 is going to be a sudden event. It's going to be something that we know is coming, we just don't know when. So, and once we start suffering this economic pain, it's not gonna look nice, guys. It's not gonna be something that, even for preppers, we're gonna have a hard time, because there's one thing to put us in a end of the world scenario where we have to jump right into our end of the world preps kind of deal. This economic pain, whether it's the Great Depression or not, even the Great Depression is going to be sudden. It's going to be fast, but not like lightning fast. But it's going to be fast enough that people are going to be like, whoa, what the fuck? But slow enough that we're going to react to it and implement our shit. But we're going to watch people suffer during the next Great Depression. That's the problem. It's watching other people suffer. Listen, if it's some crazy shit that happens like this, like a nuclear attack or something like that, it's going to happen in a flash. And yes, you're going to watch people suffer, but you're not going to watch people suffer as slowly as you would watch them during an economic collapse. Watching people lose their jobs, watching people lose their homes, watching people commit all kinds of heinous acts to make ends meet, watching families off themselves because they can't make ends meet, watching the prostitution ring triple in size, watching the sex trafficking industry quadruple in size. You're going to see so many bad things. You're probably going to be looking for the light at the end of that tunnel, because that is going to be a very, very dark time on this planet if another Great Depression happens. Now, as far as the rest of the world, yeah, everyone's going to suffer. It's not going to go unnoticed. Every inch of this planet is going to feel it. 1929, every inch of the planet felt it. Now, if you type in 1929 Great Depression, go on Wikipedia, it shows you all the countries that were affected and how. And in some cases, how bad. Japan, the United States, the UK, we felt it. Ireland felt it. Back then, Soviet Union, they felt it as well. Japan, China, of course, felt it. A lot of the smaller African countries felt it, but not nearly as bad as the first world countries. Oh, no shit. More Blackhawks. That was about no shit. That was about 6 or 7 of them going up north. That was pretty cool. I can only see the lights, but I know the identifying pattern, the way they were flying in the sky. Definite Blackhawks. But that was pretty cool. Anyway, a lot of drilling with this military base lately. The amount of military aerial vehicles flying up and down the Hudson River has increased over the last, I'm going to say, couple of years. Like, I listen, I've lived in Manhattan 40 something years. I never seen this amount of activity until recently. I'm going to say in the last 2 years, but the last couple of weeks, there have been way more Black Hawks flying up and down the river. So, whatever. Where's the kid? Pick up the bleeding Bible. Well, people are going to have to pick something up, because when the fucking hammer drops, man, holy shit, people are not going to be happy what happens. People are not going to be happy at what happens next. People are going to be all fucking sorts of bent out of shape, man. They're just going to be like, fuck. So, yeah, man. So anyway, back to the whole fucking the declining of the world. Yeah, the world's going to suffer. Smaller African nations are not going to feel it as bad. A lot of the poor countries are not going to feel it as bad, but they're going to know about it. Everybody's going to know about it. And again, I said it before, I will say it again. An economic collapse in today's society with this many people on the planet, yo, it's going to be fucking... It's going to be fucking bad. It's going to be fucking, I mean, like, to break down how bad it's going to be, you guys can picture worst case scenario, and that's what it's going to be. There are going to be people who made money on this collapse, absolutely. There are going to be people who lost everything. Henry, yeah, I believe, I would venture to say 95% of the people are not prepared. You got to keep in mind, I mean, the number of people that said they were prepared was like 20% or some craziness, at 15%. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I would be surprised if 5% were prepared. Like, truly prepared. Listen, you got homesteaders and farmers, they don't really count. I guess they do. But when I talk about preparedness, I'm talking about those of us who don't have access to shit and have to survive off of canned goods. Now, the ultimate goal for a prepper is to be a homesteader. That's the ultimate goal. Nobody wants to stay a prepper forever. That's like being the fry guy at McDonald's the rest of your career. You want to, advance to the cashier, if not the manager, right? So with prepping, you don't want to stay a prepper for the rest of your life. You want to advance. You want to grow. You want to fucking move up the ladder. Moving up the ladder is a homesteader. A completely self-sufficient homesteader. That's the goal. Northern girl, you're right. Me and Alberta and English people. All right, sorry. Trying to read the chat. You know what? I'm starting to learn. Maybe I should mind my business when it comes to the chat, because just I'm watching. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? What's going on? 3% are preppers. 3% are preppers. Okay, all right. Undead one. Yeah, I don't have space in my home to grow a garden. Most will die. Listen, everybody wants a good death. I don't think that's going to happen for the majority of us. I think a lot of us are going to fucking rot before we die. Especially, like, let's just say the end never comes. A lot of us are going to wind up dying of cancer, Alzheimer's, dementia. Oh, man. I just want to die in my sleep, dude. I just want to wake up dead, I want death to come like anesthesia. Everybody wants death to come like anesthesia. But a lot of us are not going to die that way. A lot of us are going to die fucking horribly or bad. Again, cancer. Ugh. Hudson Valley said, I'll plant extra vegetables for you. Thank you, man. Yeah, a lot of us are going to die like shit, man. We're going to forget how to fucking, breathe. And then, like, if I woke up dead, that'd be awesome. You just wake up to death. You're like, oh, I'm dead. This is it. Instead of suffering or watching some debilitating shit happen to you, no, I'm out of that shit. You know, I tell you this much: if I had to choose death over spam, I'm gonna choose death every time. Do you have a balcony? Tracy, I do have a balcony, but the balcony has zero. No, there's only sunlight in the morning, and then after that, no dice. After that, no dice. Ugh. Have you thought about no? Red Homestead. I don't even know what a grow tent is in my house. No, I don't have the room for that. I mean, that's the other thing, guys. Like an apartment like this, there's no room for it. You know, a grow bag I can get away with, but then I'm growing shit like potatoes and shit. But as far as like anything that needs a certain amount of light, I don't. We don't get that here. I face fucking west. You know, use a grow light on the balcony. All right, I need a waterproof grow light. That's for sure. Grow lights on the outside. All right, I will definitely give that a shot. Northern Girl said, "You're full of shit. You won't choose death over spam." Absolutely will. Because if I eat spam, I feel like I'm going to die. You know, like spam is not good for you. Like that is not a good fucking thing to eat at all. It is the worst processed meat on the planet. It probably beats out processed fucking deli meat. It's the worst, man. It's the worst shit put together, crammed in a can, and given to you. It was fucking invented for or created for World War II. Guys to eat because it lasts forever, has a absorbent amount of salt in it. It really isn't good for you. Spam is 90% fat. Like I said, not good for you. Yeah, right, it was government meat, man. It was made to fucking for the military guys. And all of a sudden Hawaiians got a hold of it and it became this Hawaiian meal. I was like, how the fuck did the Hawaiians? They're like, oh, this is great. It's all the meat we eat in a can. Yes. And they got excited about this shit. I'm like, what is going on here? How the fuck did this scrap of shit become the fucking staple of a country? A state. I'm pretty sure there are other nations out there that love spam. Hawaiians are getting a bad rap for it. There's probably another nation out there that loves it. Some African country where Mobutu is fucking making, spam burgers and fucking spam pizza and fucking spam tacos, crumbling it up in his fucking meat and shit. Ugh. Fucking spam. Horrible. That shit'll kill you. Spam will kill you. You eat enough of it, you're gonna die. High blood pressure. All convos led to spam. Exactly, Joe FW. It always goes back to spam. Either I bring it up or you guys bring it up, but all roads lead to fucking spam. It's fucking insane. Cancer in a can. Tinfoil said cancer in a can. Yeah. Corned beef hash is the shit, but I'm pretty sure corned beef... Like, I've had real corned beef hash, and I'm like, that's good, but the canned corned beef hash can't be that great. Hawaiian steaks. It says, I'm from Hawaii, and they call it Hawaiian steaks. I fucking bet they do. Bugs. They're probably going to start making spam, or bug spam, cram all the excess crap of a bug and put it into a fucking spam can. You know that spam, bugs, sorry. You know that bugs, the reason when they talk about humans eating bugs and how we should eat them more because they're healthier, which they're really not. Their nutritional value is way less. You need a lot more of it to eat it. But with bugs, they can use all aspects of a bug. Like there's no waste. That's why they keep pushing it. There's no waste with a bug. You can use every inch of the bug. Why the fuck would I want to use every inch of the bug? First of all, like I said, I was all in on the whole bug thing when I first became a prepper because I'm like, oh, this is cool. This is a good backup to have. Why not? But now that they're using it in the way of you want to eat this over meat because it's going to save the world, now I'm telling them they can kiss my dick like several times. Insect senshi causes bone cancer. No shit. I don't know that. Listen, I'm going to tell you this much right now. The whole bug shit, they're going to start finding out that it causes cancer or there's there's heavy malnutrition involved. I definitely see that happening. James, the balcony's pretty big. I don't know the measurement per se, but I'll get it for you. And when I'm done, I'll measure it. Yo, I'm fucking tired. You know why I'm tired? I'm fucking starving. I thought my one meal earlier today was gonna fucking cut it. Clearly isn't, man. I think I'm gonna make a vegetable medley and have that before I go to lay down for a little bit. I know I gotta get up at 4, so I gotta do this, do the angry truth, and then fucking lay down, and then sleep on a flight. Hopefully, I can sleep on a flight. Come on, if you're hungry, you'll eat anything, don't you think? No, because I listen. I've seen people cook spam in front of me when I was starving, and maybe that's because I had other options available. No, I actually didn't. This is out in the woods, and I remember thinking to myself, even as hungry as I was, I couldn't get myself to eat it. Listen, I grew up around this shit, man. No, thank you. White people, I'm flying to Arizona, as what Northern Girl said. I'm taking my ass to Arizona. I had enough with everybody and their bullshit here in the city. I'm like, I'm done. I'm gonna fucking like when I took the hike up north, I felt good for a couple of days, and then the fucking high came down. So I'm like, I gotta get out of the city. I can't fucking, I can't live here. Um, it's a bunch of bullshit with everyone. So I figure if I can go to Arizona for a couple of days, I can unwind and then see how that looks. Um, the wife, whatever. She's like, just go and get the fuck out of the city. So, white people, hold your head up. Arizona, listen, Sedona is very good. I tell people all the time, if you're gonna go to Arizona, you have to visit Sedona. Have to. It's like a must. And I guarantee you guys, if you stay there for at least 3 days, a minimum of 3 days, you're going to feel the effects of the Red Rocks. You're gonna go to sleep and you're gonna have weird dreams. That's gonna be the first thing. Northern Girl said I should visit Ontario. You know what? I want to, but I mean, like, how do I get there? Yes, I'm going alone. I'm going by myself. Like I said, tired of everybody in their bullshit. I'm like kicking rocks, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm passing. I have to pass Prescott to get to Sedona. But yeah, I have a little. Like I said, it was last minute, but I have a photography tour that I'm creating myself. Like as sad as that sounds, I'm creating a photography tour myself. So I'm gonna hit a couple spots in Sedona, and then drive 5 hours up to Zion National Park, and hit Angel's Landing up there. I think there's a couple photography spots I can hit, and then yeah, and then head back Sunday night or Monday night back to Sedona, sleep there for one night, and then get up early. Not even early. I don't have to get up that early, but leave fucking Sedona like 8 in the morning to get to fucking Phoenix, because you have to take a 2-hour drive from Phoenix. So you land in Phoenix and then you drive for 2 hours. Now supposedly there's an airport in Sedona now, but I don't know if I could have flew there. And if I could have flown there, I'm gonna be so pissed off, so pissed off. Paul F., I'm not doing a photography channel anymore. I gave that up. I'm just doing it for myself now. And now, maybe I'm going to start selling it, the photography on Etsy, see where that gets me. But I got to learn about Etsy and how to sell photography on it. Yeah, Prescott is a nice place, but Sedona is better, so much better. You should go camping with Brad. Yeah, okay, I bet. You're not going to climb Mount Lizzo? No. I'd probably fall off from all the fucking slime on it. But anyway. Yeah, driving is good too. Driving also clears the head. Zelensky. Yo, Zelensky, you know what's funny about Zelensky? He is beyond a joke. And I don't know how this nation is taking that man seriously. Like, President Biden is a gigantic joke. Yes, Redbeard, your messages are going through. We can see them. I just can't see everyone's because the shit flies by and I pick and choose. Anyway, Zelensky is a joke, right? I mean, like, we think Biden's a joke, but Zelensky is a bigger joke. I mean, like, he has no business being in that position. And yes, I get it. The United States put him in that position. But they picked the clown of all clowns. I mean, like, wasn't there a better dude, a better actor out there that they could have picked? Wasn't there, like, a Reagan version of a Ukrainian version of Reagan out there? Like, seriously? They picked this fucking joke? The guy in high heels and dancing and prancing on the stage like a bitch? And this is the guy that's supposed to be the what you call it of man? Holy shit. Someone said Angels Landing requires a permit to go hiking. I will get that permit. I will get that permit. You know what? I'll look on it after this. And if not, I will sneak in. Listen, I'll make it happen. And if I don't, then I'll stick to fucking Sedona. It's not the end of the world. There are a lot of places in Sedona I can go, what you call it. But I figured Angels Landing needed a permit, but let's see if I can get one. If I can, fine. If I can't, not a big deal. It won't be the end of the world. That's why you have backup. Sci-Fi 20XX. Francis looking to join the Brick Pack. He was asking for an invitation to join Brick. I saw that on Reddit, but there was an article attached to it, and I can't find it again. But I'll look for it. I'll look for it and I'll do a video on it. But yeah, Francis looking to join the Brick Pack. Yeah, man. Sometimes you just gotta like if they need a permit, what are they gonna do? Chase me? You know, like and or give me a fine on my way down? Whatever it is. I don't give a fuck. Fuck them. From New York. There's way worse things I could be doing than fucking than that. And I'm sneaking in to enjoy a hike. Like if they actually told me I needed a permit, I would get it, but I'd just be like, man, that's fucking stupid. Like whatever. And I get that sometimes they do it so that it's not overrun, with people. There's certain spots that do it because they only want a certain amount of people. They don't want a certain amount of people on that trail. And look at that. I can get the permit like today. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. The application opens tomorrow for it. No kidding. It says hike June 1st to August 30th, but the application for it, it's a future lottery. Oh, shit. So I might not be going out there. All right. That blows. Motherfuckers. Holy shit. The lottery can give you reservation for the permit during the following dates. And I wanted to go Saturday. So the lottery opens tomorrow. I got to be Johnny on the spot. All right, so when midnight rolls around, I'll apply for the permit. Johnny on the fucking spot with this. Holy shit. And it's funny, man. I know a lot of places, they have permits, but I know like New York's, upstate New York, they're starting to do that permit shit. There were a few places upstate New York you had to get a permit to go camping, but a lot of those places that were, I guess, South New York for camping, you didn't need it. Now it looks like you need it all over the place. We'll see. Whatever. I mean, like, I'll eat a fucking ticket. No big fucking deal. Plenty of state and federal lands in Wyoming, no permits to hike or camp. AP, do you know where? Paul F., what do you mean, do I know where? Because I was in Sundown, and you needed a permit to go camping up the road from where I normally used to camp. Thank you for the Father's Day, Erica. And happy Father's Day to all the fathers on here. But yeah, and so the one spot that you needed to get a permit, I went and checked it out. It was fucking ton of Mexicans there. It's like a little Mexican village. I saw the fucking tents out. I saw the tents from the bush line, and I could see the top of the tents, and I'm like, oh no. And I knew, and just the way they were set up, I knew they were Mexicans. And so I go up there and I hear the music, and I'm like, motherfuckers. And they had like this little tent village. I'm like, I couldn't even fucking camp there. So what I was gonna do is go back up there and try my hand at hammock camping. deeper in, and then sign in. So cross the road, sign in a book so they think I'm hiking up that trail, and then keep my ass in the fucking in the woods there. Worst case scenario is the fucking ranger tells me to leave. Worst case. No, Mexican music and Puerto Rican music are not similar, not by a long shot. If you hear it, if you hear the two, you'll be like, okay, they're not different at all. Now, if Spanish music, like Dominican, Puerto Rican, some people be like, they're not the same. They are absolutely the same. They all have the same ding, 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 ding. It's the same fucking shit all the way across. Mexican music's a little different. Did you wear a sombrero? I will wear a sombrero the next time. Jump in that fucking little Mexican community with my sombrero with tacos and shit. You know? Now talking about tacos and sombreros, I'm getting hungry. There's like nothing to eat except for that fucking vegetable medley, which I need to eat anyway because I think by the time I come back, it will. You know what? No, maybe I can freeze it. I could put it in a plastic bag and freeze it. That's the move. That'll happen. We salsa, we dance salsa like the Puerto Ricans. That's what Adriana says. I'm Colombian and we salsa like the Puerto Ricans. Very good. You know what, Carl? Carl Miller. I might tell him I'm from Mexico. I need a home. I'm home here. I would like to set a fire, and in a lot of the places, the one place I can't set a fire where they can't see me, I could do that. You know, again, it's in the video. I'll be able to set a fire there, and stealth camp there. But matter of fact, I'll try my hand at it in a week or two. I'll go back up there, set the hammock up by the water, and camp there. And if they listen, they find me, they find me. You know, worst case scenario, I get a fucking ticket. The guy was like, "Oh, the ticket." I thought the ticket. Matter of fact, you know what? The ticket is expensive. I know they said something like $300, but I'll give it a shot. What's the worst that can happen? You know? Yeah, Dakota fire holes to move, except for Dakota fire holes up in the Hudson Valley area are a pain in the ass to build. You can do it, they're just a pain in the ass because there's so many rocks in the ground. William Ashley, where I would be camping at, it would almost be impossible for them to see me unless they walked in. And a lot of the rangers, they just like to drive in a car and pass by. They don't like to, they don't like to stop and look. But if they see my vehicle there, they might stop and walk in. I don't know. But with the hammock, it's an easy breakdown. So if they do break my balls, I could break it down one, two, three, put it away, and fucking go back to the car. So I can always do that. That should be a what you call it. Yeah, man, I'm fucking starving. You know what, guys? I might be just to get a jump on tomorrow. I think I'm gonna cancel tonight's Angry Truth channel. I will do that next week, possibly next week sometime, or I might do it later in the week when I'm in Arizona. I don't know yet. I might cancel it because I'm really tired. I do want to lay down. And I'm not talking about anything too serious. I'm talking about Alex Soros. That's George Soros' son. George Soros' he must have had that kid in his 60s. Because this kid is already 30. And I think George Soros in his 80s, right? 70s or 80s. So he had him in his fucking 40s or 50s. White people, I might do a live stream from Arizona. Depends on the view. I might do a live stream. You know what? You know what? That might not be a bad idea. Decent sunset, a good live stream. That wouldn't be too bad of an idea. Um, uh, RW RWD channel. I am looking to doing some kind of martial art. Muay Thai. I don't know if I might be too old for that. George Soros is 92, so he had to have had that kid in his 60s easily. I think his son's 37 years old or something like that. George Soros' son is going to be a nightmare. Yeah, so George Soros' son is 37 years old. So he had him in his 60s, right? Late 50s, early 60s. I'm bad at math, man. But 5, 9, yeah, 65. He had him at 65. So, go to sleep, baby. Ugh, that didn't sound good. Who's the mom? I don't know. I have no idea who the mom is. But maybe at the live stream in Arizona, I'll do the live stream there. So I'm going to cancel out the live stream. I'm going to end this in a couple minutes, cancel the live stream out, and push it for another day. I'll just push it for another day. We'll see. Or maybe I'll just end the live stream altogether. Angry Lensman Media. So I guess you guys are following me on Angry Lensman Media. I got 5 new followers today. Yo. Heyo. Have access to the account change. But I have some new pictures going up, by the way. My last picture was back in May. I got new pictures going up. Especially after this Arizona trip, I will have a ton more pictures going up on what you call it. Yo, where is Grindstone going? They're going somewhere, and of course, I'm going on vacation. Always fucking happens. Hopefully, Bear will text me because he put something up on Instagram. Grindstone is gearing up to get on the email list for deployment info. He says tornado, disaster relief, and recovery. Maybe he's just gearing up for more people because I didn't hear anything. Whatever. I missed the economic pain discussion. Blue Steel, you did. And yes, Adriana, we'll do it while I'm in Arizona. I'll take you up for beer. Dude. Is Casper's in Arizona, I take it? Is it anywhere near Sedona? Angryprepper, one day come to Casper. How close is that to Sedona? Southern Cat Lady. I have 4 channels. I have the Angryprepper, the Angry Truth, Angryprepper Fitness, which I was supposed to do a video this week, and I completely missed it. I was supposed to do it last week as well. I'm trying to do 2 videos a month for the Angryprepper Fitness channel, and the Calming Journey is my 4th channel, 4th and final channel. My IG account is Angry Lensman Media Channel. That's on Instagram. Oh, Casper, Wyoming. Whoa, sorry. Stag, I'm looking to do something in Wyoming. Where are you in relations to Billings? Billings is in Montana. Sorry, Billings is in Montana. Jackson, Wyoming. Is it? Yeah, Billings is in Montana, right? Billings, Montana? Or is it Billings? I can't fucking. I'm all over the place. They make Chinese tacos. How do you make Chinese tacos? With Chinese people? I don't know. Good evening, Black Rambo. I wish I was Black Rambo. But yeah. So anyway, guys, the whole George Soros thing. I'm gonna get rid of that live stream. I'm gonna kill it, and then I'll do something in Sedona, or if I get enough signal, I'll do something in Zion National Park if I can go out there. If I get a permit. If I don't get a permit, I'm not driving all the way out there. Because fuck that. But there's a lot of spots I can shoot in Sedona. I also have an Angry Lensman food IG page, but I haven't done anything with that in a long, long time. I haven't had anything since 2020. So almost 3 years. I gotta start getting back in food photography, but I'm doing that just for shits and giggles. Yeah, I'm doing it for shits and giggles. Anyway. So yeah, guys, after the 5 minutes, in 5 minutes we're going to end it. And then I'm going to cancel the live stream on Angry Truth. And I will do something, I will do something in Sedona. So just got to get a matter of fact, if I could do a sunset thing, that would be cool. If I could do a sunset live stream, that'd be cool. Zion is full of people. Blue steel. A lot of, like, full to the brim. No shit. Like, all the time. And then Intuitive said the same thing. Zion is too crowded. No shit. All right. So I'll avoid it then. Thank you for the heads up. I didn't know that. Had no clue. Now you're backing Trump. What does backing Trump have to do with anything I just said? I didn't even mention a guy. 4 hours east of Jackson Hole. All right, Stag. I'll let you know when I'm supposed to. I was gonna do a cattle ranch thing out there where you transport cattle from one farm to the next. I was looking to do that, so I'm looking for a good school to do it with. But they're a pain in the ass to call up and find out. And I don't want a dude ranch. I want to do an actual fucking cattle drive. And my father always wanted to do that, and he never got around to doing it. And I wanted to do it, so I want to get around to doing it before I fucking lose my shit too. Go to Yuma border with first responder media. Yes, Christian Prepper like City Slickers. And I haven't been on a horse in like 30 years. Last time I was on a horse, I was like 12, 13 years old. But it's in Utah. Well, I'll find some stuff to shoot because that's just a photography trip and relaxing. That's all I'm doing there. Yes, I've ridden a horse 30 years ago, 30 plus years ago now. Listen, it's like riding a bike. I mean, seriously, how hard can it be? I mean, obviously, if I'm not used to it, so definitely things are going to hurt, but it'll be fine. But, all right. Where are we? Couple more minutes to hit the hour mark. Maybe I could just stare into the camera for the next couple of minutes. Horses balances themselves. Yeah. Where is Skinwalker Ranch? That's not. Is that in Arizona? It can't be. Isn't that in Texas? Skinwalker Ranch. You can rent a llama. Why would I want to rent a llama? Oh, Stag, that would be cool. That would be really cool. Sedona Skate Park is beautiful. Sedona State Park or Skate Park? Handsy. Because if it's a skate park, I'm too old for it. You can rent a Democrat and do what? Throw tomatoes at him all day long? I don't know. Skin is in Utah. Okay. I do want to visit Utah. There's a couple of places in Utah I do want to hike, but if it's that packed, man, that sucks. That really sucks. I was looking at hotels near Zion National Park. They had plenty of fucking room, man. I mean, like, plenty of room. So, I don't know. I mean, you guys said it's packed. You guys would know more than I would. I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know that because I fucking, I live here. State Park. All right, Henry said State Park. I was like, skate park? Man, that's fucking... I'm too old for that bullshit. Mill Creek Canyon. I heard about Mill Creek Canyon. Matter of fact, I wrote a list down of places to go, and Mill Creek was on it. And I was looking at Horton Creek. Now, these are in Arizona, but I got to find out where in Arizona they are. Horton Creek Trail, Water Wheel Falls, Tunnel Trail, Baldwin Trails, Bob Bear Trails, and Devil's Bridge. Devil's Bridge I've been to. Devil's Bridge is pretty cool. I watched a husband bitch out on Devil's Trail. He was on Devil's Trail. The wife... So to get to Devil's Trail, you got to make this hike. You got to climb up a bunch of rocks. Then you got to jump a gap. And the gap's about this big. It's like not big. You can step over it. So I step over it. I'm on the edge of this fucking bridge. I'm hanging out, taking pictures and shit. And a wife comes up, a husband and wife couple comes up, and the wife jumps across the gap, and the husband's just sitting there looking at him like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm like, what a way to bitch out. And in front of another dude. Like, if there was no one else around, he could have bitched out, he would have been fine. This dude bitched up in front of another dude because he didn't want to jump across a small gap. Crazy. I'm surprised he even made it that fucking high up. Anyway, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Listen, thank you for following me or watching me tonight. I appreciate it. I know this was a bit of a boring live stream. I'm super tired. I just didn't have the energy tonight. I will see you guys on my next live stream in Sedona. And other than that, thank you for the support. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys later in the week.